Good morning, students. In the last few classes, we were discussing about the binary adder and the different type of binary adders like half adder and full adder. And then the next class, we also discussed uh, serial adder and parallel adder. In case of serial adder, we just found that there is a propagation delay. The propagation delay means when number of bits increased, then propagation delay may increase. So due to that reason, the better option is carry look ahead adder. And here I want to say that parallel adder two types. One is the ripple carry adder and carry look ahead adder. And ripple carry adder is is also faces some propagation delay issues. But in case of carry look ahead adder, the propagation delay or the time delay completely reduce. So in today's session, we are going to discuss about carry look aheader. So let's go into the topic. So here carry look adder is a high speed adder than all type of adders. Okay. So I am not discussing about the half adder and full adder. I am discussing about that parallel adder and serial adder. Okay. So this carry look adder is faster than both ripple carry adder as well as serial adder because of this quick carry generation form. Okay, this is the new term. There is a quick carry generation form, and this quick carry generation form generate the carry without waiting the carry of the previous one. Okay, so in last class you might see that was that video, so you can found that one thing. So if two full ladders are connected cascading way, then the say it is a first full ladder, this is the second full ladder. The second full ladder will functioning after the getting the carry of the first full ladder. Okay, so this second full ladder is wait till the carry is available of the first full ladder, then only the second full ladder is functioning, then we'll get the final output. Okay, so here, but in carry a quick carry generation form, the second full ladder will not the carry of the previous one, because this form is already generated the carry for this second full ladder as well as the first full ladder at the same time. So due to these things, the propagation delay can be reduced in case of carry look ahead adder. Okay, so let's consider n bit number or n bit adder where carry output of two least significant positions. Okay, so this is the carry of the half adder. In half adder we have carry a dot b, because just remember in half adder we can give two input value. Okay, two input numbers, that is a and b, and we are getting sum and carry. Okay, so when a equals to 1 and b equals to 1, then we are getting the carry is 1. Okay, in case of half adder, and half adder is not a suitable type of adder to add more number of more numbers, more bit numbers, like suppose I have a number having 3 bits, and this is not good for adding of 3-bit numbers. Okay, so next better option is full adder. In full adder it takes 3 input values. Okay, one is a value, another is b value. Okay, and third one is carry value, carry of initial. So it also produces two output, one is sum, another is carry. This is the full adder. So full adder is the better option than the half adder to adding all kind of uh, to use the all kind of add operation. Okay, so when we connect more than one full adder in a cascading mode, so suppose for example here I connect another full adder. So again this full adder receive a value and b value, suppose this A value, this is B value, and this carry will be input to this full adder. Then it will produce again sum and carry, which we have already discussed in triple carry adder. Okay, so in later of this video we will discuss about it. Okay, don't worry. So in full adder, the equation of the carry is this one. Okay, so if you are getting confused this equation, then you must watch the video of full adder and half adder. They will get the idea of this equation, how the equation is derived. Okay, so when this equation is minimized, or just taking this common of C in value from these two terms, this term and this term, we got this value, or the equation can be reduced like this. Okay, and this equation is the equation for at zero stage. Okay, so just look at this equation. For the zero stage carry, it depends the initial stage carry. Okay, the initial stage may be zero because every time it considered as a zero. Okay, so this is the first stage carry. Okay, for the first stage carry, it depends the carry of the zero stage. I said no, this is the suppose zero stage, this is the first stage, then the first stage depends the carry of the zero stage, but this first stage carry completely depends the current value of A and current value of B. Okay, so here C0 is the carry output of stage 0 and C1 is the carry output of stage 1. Okay, from this equation we got this idea. This is the carry of full adder, and if we want to find the carry of the current stage, then we must depend the carry of the previous stage. Okay, that is only the link. So again I am repeating that if we want to find the carry of the current stage, we must depend the carry of the previous stage. Okay, so for example, let's consider if you want to find the carry of I stage. Okay, carry of I stage, then we must depends on the carry of the I minus 1 stage. Okay, so here this equation, so this is the carry of the carry of the I stage. So due to that, for this it depends on the carry of the I minus 1 stage. Okay, but it depends the I stage value of A and I stage value of B. Got it? Suppose for example, this is my full adder. So this full adder is A. Take A, B and C in. One is sum, one is carry. Suppose A is a number. This number is a 3-bit number. Okay, it's a 3-bit number. B is also a number. This number is also a 3-bit number. So these are should be binary numbers. Okay, because we are dealing with a binary adder. Okay, so here I am adding 1 and 1. So it is a two numbers. Okay, 1 and 1. So if I take 0 as the carry in, then this addition will not any it will not problem it will not face any problem. Okay, so when you add 0 1 1, it will produce 0 and 1. So 0 is sum, 1 is carry. This carry will move to this position. Okay, just say let us consider that this is the stage 0. Okay, this process is stage 0. This whole process stage 0. So in stage 0, for doing the addition of the stage 0, it will depends the carry of initial value, that is 0. We are considering that is 0, and this is stage 1. At stage 1, for doing the addition at stage 1, it depends the carry of the stage 0, because the carry is generated from stage 0, then that carry will move to the next stage. Okay, for doing the addition, it will depend the carry of the previous one, the similar way. So what is the value here? That value is 1 and carry is 0. Then again 0 will move to the next stage. Okay, so for doing the operation of this stage, at this stage, that is 0 1 0. Okay, so its value is 1 and carry is 0. So every time when we add this add a stage, or doing the addition operation, it will depend the current value. We have already current value, that is 0 is available here, 0 is available here, but this carry is belongs to from the first stage, or the carry will come from the first stage. The similar way, a is 1 is present over here, 0 is present over here, but there is no question about the 0 whether it will come 0 or 1. That depends on the operation of this stage. Okay, so similarly, if you want to find out the stage of I, if you want to find out the stage of I, then it will depend the current A value, current V value, that means A of I and B of I, but it will depend on the carry of the previous one, that is I minus 1 stage. Got it? So similar way, for this case also, we have A of I and B of I. So after that we will get the carry. So here carry, for doing the binary operation, carry is very important for any kind of mathematical operation we are doing or we are solving. Then carry plays a very important role. Okay, for example, if you want to add 15 plus 7, okay, if you want to add simply number 15 plus 7, so 5 plus 7 is 12, that is 2 and 1. We cannot ignore this value 1. This one must be added to the next stage. Okay, then only this value will be 22. If we skip this one, then our result will be wrong. Okay, so for doing any kind of mathematical operation, the carry is very important. So here our main focus is the carry. Okay, so here carry, from this equation we got the idea that for any stage, if you want to find out the carry, that stage or that carry depend on the carry of the previous one. If the carry of the previous one is not available, then we cannot solve the carry of the I stage or N stage, like that. Okay, so here for the simplicity reason, I am just taking a of I dot b of I is g of I, where g is called the generator. Okay, for just sorting the equation only, nothing else. Okay, a of I plus b of I is just taking as p of I, where p is the propagator. Okay, nothing else. You can take it as a p in the form or this form. Okay, so here this is the suppose carry look header. It is a full header, right? Full header, and this full header is the I stage full header. So this is the G of I and P of I. This is associated with a circuit, carry generator circuit, because this is used to generate the carry with the use of C of I, and this is a C of I. Clear? And we supply the value A and B, the current value of A and B, then we'll get the sum. This is the block diagram of carry loop header, one stage, or sorry, I stage. Okay, So, okay, let us elaborate this equation, right, in the form of generator and propagator. For the zero stage C of 0, it depends on the generator at zero stage, and this the zero stage of propagator C in the previous one. Okay, at stage 1 we are getting C1 equals to G1 plus P1 C0. In case of C0 we just replace the values, just doing the mathematical operation, nothing else. Okay, so this C0 value is replaced here, G0 plus P0 C in. Okay, then G1 is here, P1 is here. Instead of C0 I am just replacing the value of C0. When I multiply it, that is G1 P1 G0 P1 P0 Cn. So this is the equation for at zero stage. For the zero stage, it will not depend the C0 value, it depends the Cn value. This is the trick. This is the main thing of the carry lookup. Just look at it. For finding the carry of the C1. So, okay, in previous time, we just read about that. If you want to find out the carry of the I stage, we must depend on the carry of I minus 1 stage. But what will happen here? Here, carry of 1, if you want to find out the carry of 1 stage, it must depends the carry of 0 stage, right? But instead of depending the carry of 0 stage, it depends the carry of initial stage. That initial stage always 0. Okay. So at stage 2, for the stage 2 carry must depend on the carry of the stage 1 carry. Okay, if there is a stage 1 carry, then we can find out the stage 2 carry. Okay, so we know the stage 1 carry, the output of the stage 1 carry. This one is the stage 1 carry. So we just replace that value here, clear. And after doing the multiplication or doing the some mathematical operation, that is Z2 P2 Z1 P2 P1 G0 P2 P1 G0 C. Okay, so after that, at carry at stage 2 also depend the C in value. So which is 0. This is the consideration value. We are considering that C in is 0. So the summary says that if you want to find the nth carry, okay, if you want to find out the nth carry, we depends the C in value. Instead of Cn minus 1, we are depending the C in value. Okay, for finding the Cn carry or carry of n stage. Okay, you got it. It's a simple mathematical operation, nothing else. Okay, so here if it depends the C in value or the carry initialized value for n stage of carry, then there is a propagation delay is completely 0, because C in will not C of n stage will not depend the carry of n minus 1 stage. Okay, so we know the C in value. The C in value is initially 0. In the last slide I said that that is 1 1. If I want to add it, I can put 0 as its carry. If I use 0, then the result, there is no effect to the result. Okay, 1 0 0, that must be 0 and carry 1. Okay, but I cannot write here, sorry, I cannot write here 1 instead of 0, because if I put 0 here, it will affect to the result. Okay, so that value must be 0. The carry value must be 0. Okay, okay, the summary of the equation says that when we expanding each statement for all the carries, it is confirmed that all the carries in the parallel adder can be determined directly from the input data. Okay, with the given pattern without actually waiting for the carry of the previous bit position. Due to this reason, it will reduce the uh, propagation delay, okay, which means that every stage can perform independent of each other. There is no dependency will occur, okay, and this procedure increase the speed of addition, but it has some several gates with multiple input are needed. Definitely, for doing this we need extra circuits, that is the carry loop header generator circuit. So for doing that circuit we need more number of logic gates, okay, but it is one of the fastest adder circuit, and it do the faster operation than the other circuits. So let's see one block diagram of 4-bit carry loop adder. So here suppose say this is A, this is B, this two number and two binary number, okay, and each binary number having 4-bit number. Say it is 1 0 0 1. So B is also a number, that is 0 1 1 0. Okay, A is a 4-bit number, B is a 4-bit number, and A is a binary number, B is a binary number. Okay, so this value is, this stage is called 0 stage, this stage is 1 stage, this is 2 stage, and this is 3 stage. Don't consider that these are the carries, okay. I am repeatedly saying that this is the stage, that is 0 stage, 1 stage, 2 stage, and 3 stage, okay. So here C0 is C of 0 stage will be 0. So at 0 stage A value is 1 and B value is 0, okay. So for 0 stage, what is the G value? What is that G value? G value is A0 dot B0, A dot A0 plus B0, and it is calculated over here and it is supplied to this generator circuit, okay. So what is that value? 0. G value becomes 0 because we know that in AND operation when we add doing the AND operation 1 dot 0, the value is 0. What is propagator? Propagator means A0 plus B0, A0 plus B0. So A0 B0 means the value is 1. Value is 1. And after supplying this, it will generate that C is C1 will be, we can see in the previous slide. Just let me go to the slide. Okay, in this slide, GG is for finding the C1. Finding the C1 value. Okay, we found the G1, P1, and C0. Okay, and to calculate the C0 value, which is fitted to the C1, we have to find this equation, that is C in dot P0 plus G0. That is C0. To find the C0, okay, this is 0 plus 1.0. What is the result? That C0 is 0. Okay. Then according to that, it will do the procedure. So for next Next stage, A0 is 0, sorry, B1 is 1, A0 is 0, B2, A2 is 0, B2 is 1, so A2 is 0, B2 is 1, and A3 is 1, and B3 is 0. So these values are supplied simultaneously at a time. Okay. So when we supply this 1 1 0, then 1 0 0 1 0 1 1 0, then after getting this value, and this value is supplied to this carry generator circuit, it will generate for C1 and quickly send here. Then it will generate for C2, quickly send here. It will generate for C3, quickly send here. Okay. So see here P0 G0, P1 G1, it is supplied to this circuit, because P0, for calculating the P0 and G0, it only depends on this value. It will not depend on the carry value. Okay. So that it will not depend the carry of this stage, carry of this stage, carry of this stage, like that. Okay. So with a fraction of second, when we supply this value, we'll get the result here. Okay, at this point we'll get the result. So this is all about carry look adder. Okay, again I would like to repeat, carry look adder is also a cascading connection of full adders, and it is the one type of parallel adder, and it it is the faster adder than the all other adders like serial adders and carry look adders. Okay, and the faster adder is because of this quick carry generation form, which generate the carry without waiting for the carry of the previous one. Okay, so uh, after this video, your binary adder is completed. In the next class we will discuss about the ones complement, twos complement forms, and the addition of both one complements and two complements forms. Okay, so thank you very much. If you have any doubt, then you can WhatsApp me or you call me on my number. Thank you so much.